Well, good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to Darrell Bean Stadium in Earlham College football this Saturday afternoon. Today, the Quakers play their first home game of the 2017 season as they host the Grizzlies of Franklin College. I'm Troy Daragowski, and this is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Yeah, the Quakers have been on the road for 4 straight. They entered today's contest at 0-4. They are 0-2 in HCAC play. Franklin, 3-2 overall. They're 3-0 in the conference. We're going to scout this Grizzlies football team in just a couple of moments. Quakers, again, will rely heavily today on quarterback Wes Hundley. His numbers have been incredible through 4 games. He's accounted for nearly 87% of Earlham's offense so far this season. The senior dual quarterback is averaging 272 yards of total offense in the first 4 games this year. As a team, Earlham averages 320. We'll have more on the Quakers coming up in just a couple of moments. It is a daunting task ahead of this Earlham football team today. The numbers, when we tell you a little bit about this Franklin Grizzlies offense, sounds like we're playing a video game, especially over their last 2 contests. And they're going to have to put up, speaking of the Quakers, some big-time offensive numbers if they plan on winning here this afternoon. When we come back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll scout this Franklin team coming up next. This is Earlham football right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium as we get set for today's kickoff between Earlham and Franklin. The Grizzlies at 3-2. They lost their first 2 games at Thomas More, 47-37. They lost to a pretty good Butler team, 43-24. And once they got into conference play, they started rolling. They beat Defiance, 42-12. They won at Bluffton, 59-30. They beat Manchester, 69-16. More on those last 2 games coming up in a moment. So far this year, 522 yards of total offense per game. They love to throw the football. The numbers show that. 398.4 yards per game through the air, 123.6 on the ground. They're averaging just over 46 points per game, but they can be scored upon. The numbers show that. That's what the Quakers are hoping here today. They're giving up 479.8 yards per game, 193 on the ground, and 287 through the air, and also giving up 30 points per game. So if you're going to beat them, you better outscore them here today. Think about their quarterback. This guy is just about, well, he hasn't set many records yet. They've got a lot of guys ahead of him setting records at Franklin College, but he's getting close. Chase Burton this year, 108 of 166. That's good enough for 65% through the air, 1,741 yards. He's averaging 348.2 yards per game, 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His quarterback rating is 189.3. Now get this, over his last 2 games in the win over Bluffton, 453 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging almost 14 yards per completion. And then they turn around, they beat Manchester 69-19, 707 yards of total offense. Burton, 417 yards and 5 touchdowns through the air. So you look at the 2 games they played, their last 2 games, they're averaging 64 points per game, 647 yards per game. That's why I just said a little bit ago, remind you playing a video game, what they've been able to manage in their last 2 games. You know, one other thing, you look at that matchup against Manchester, they ran 88 plays in that game against Manchester. That is absolutely crazy. They got a lot of weapons to go with today, not just Chase Burton, but watch out for wide receiver Deontez Alexander. 23 receptions, 519 yards. He has 8 touchdowns. This guy will spread the field today, 22.6 yards per catch. The series heavily in favor of this Franklin College team. They've won all 7 meetings so far, and they've had some shootouts when you consider the amount of offense they put up against Earlham over the last couple of years. Last year they finished with 479 yards of total offense. Burton 11 of 13, 317 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 years ago, right here at Darrell Bean Stadium, I remember the day well, Franklin College won that game. It was tied at 7 early in the first quarter, and then Franklin College just went on an absolute roll. They finished it 80-19 with a win, the 80 points, setting, or at least tying, a record at Franklin College for the amount of points scored. They finished with 650 total yards on the day, and we mentioned Burton again, 16 of 16, 327 yards and 6 touchdowns. In the 2 full games that he has started, Burton, 27 of 29, 644 yards and 9 touchdowns against Earlham in his career. He loves playing against the Quakers. When we come back in a couple of moments on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll talk about what the Quakers have done their first 4 games. That is coming up next. This is Earlham football right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
We We are roughly 7 minutes away from kickoff this afternoon. A nice afternoon for college football. The wind is going to be a factor here today, especially if you're going from right to left, which will mean at this football field you'll be heading to the west because the wind is becoming a rather, a huge factor for anybody that will be throwing into the wind or kicking into the wind to our left, and we'll keep an eye on that this afternoon. Quakers 0-4. They played all 4 of their games on the road this year, losing their opener 49-20 at Wilmington. They lose to Hiram 63-41. They played better at Anderson, had a halftime lead, couldn't hold on. They lose that one 27-16. They lose last week to Defiance 34-14. Quakers will play 5 of their first 6 games on the road, and they've got to find more offense here today. Wes Hundley, as we mentioned, 87% of the team's offense. They've got to have something more than him here today, as the Quakers will have to put some points on the board here this afternoon. Last week against Defiance, 18-42, 144 yards, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. He also carried the football 24 times, 128 yards and a touchdown. He accounted for 272 of the 320 yards of total offense on the day. Kobe Walker had the big day defensively, 17 tackles on the afternoon. So the table is set. When we come back, we'll get the starters in a moment as we continue here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. This is Earlham football right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Let's go ahead and start with the Franklin defense here this afternoon. Their front 4 will consist of Grant Bryan. He is 6'2", 220 and a senior. He will wear number 50. He'll be a defensive end. Zach Turner, 6'3", 215 and a senior. He wears number 32. He is at the other defensive end slot. The 2 tackles, John Finley, 5'11", 210 and a senior, number 59. Tyler Reed, 6'3", 300 and a sophomore. He wears number 93. The 3 linebackers, the outside, Nathan Warman, 5'8", 200 and a senior, number 55. John McClain is 6', 215 and a senior. He wears number 11. Austin Fleming will be in the middle, 6'1", 205 pounds. He is a senior. He wears number 7. In the defensive backfield, let's start first off with the corners. Faison Stevens, 5'8", 165 and a senior, number 2. Tyrone Thomas, 5'8", 170. He is a junior. He wears number 3. When we come back, we'll complete the rest of the Franklin defense and check out that Earlham offense coming up next, right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. Let's go ahead and finish out the Franklin defense. We mentioned the other starters at the corners in Faison Stevens and Tyrone Thomas. The 2 safeties will be Trace Rooks. He's a 5'10", 185-pound senior. He wears number 1. Ryan Connor is a 6', 190-pound senior. He wears number 15. For the Quakers on offense, the tackles Roderick Matthews, 6'3", 265, and a senior, number 79. Jake Breen, 6'3", 270, and a senior. He wears number 65. The guards, Logan Roper, 5'11", 250, and a freshman. He's number 50. Luke Brake is 5'11", 235, a freshman, number 52. Will Bradley, another freshman in that starting offensive line. He is 6', 260. He wears number 56. The wideouts, Marcus Cooper. Cooper, 6'2", 175, and a senior, number 7. Elijah Bilal is also in the starting lineup this afternoon, 5'7", 175, and a junior. He wears number 3. In the backfield, we'll keep an eye on who is going to take the place of Brandon Kinney, the fullback. He is out this afternoon because of an injury. Malik Lawrence Reed gets the start at H-back, or the halfback position, 5'9", 210, and a senior. And, of course, Wes Hundley, the starting quarterback, 5'10", 180, and a senior. He again wears number 1. Malik Reed, by the way, wearing number 5. So the Quakers and the Franklin Grizzlies set to go. The captains meeting at midfield. When we come back, we'll kick it off in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Football and Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Well, we're back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium. Quakers will have the football first. Dropping deep for the Quakers, number 7, of course, Marcus Cooper, 27 receptions, 307 yards on the season. Marcus, he loves to play against Franklin. He's had some pretty big games. In fact, you go back to 2015, he had 15 catches. Or take that back, he had 16 catches in the 2016 game, good enough for 128 yards. Kicking things off will be Stephen Colligan, the senior, will tee things up at the 35-yard line. And we're ready to get this one underway. Bilal is deep also for the Quakers. He will wear number 3. Well, again, Marcus Cooper, and this one is underway, and the ball headed toward Cooper and goes out of bounds. And so the Quakers will have the football first and 10, and we mentioned Wes Hundley already. Hundley, the senior, coming in at 72 of 144, good enough for 50%. That's one area that he really wants to improve upon. 696 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. He leads the Quakers also in rushing, 103 carries, 484 yards. And we will reset the play clock. I believe they are looking to come upstairs, and they want the game clock reset. And they'll put it right at 15 since there was no return. And so here we go. They reset the play clock as well. So the Quakers with the football first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Quakers will work out of the shotgun pretty much most of the day. They'll fake the handoff to Cooper. Keeping it is Hundley. Hundley across the 45. Take it back across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And a nice run by Hundley. And the Quakers feel they can move the football today against this Franklin defense. We'll put the football officially at the 44-yard line. First and 10 Quakers. Good start for Earlham here this afternoon. They'll spread it 5 wide, empty backfield. And Hundley again out of the shotgun will put Cooper in motion. He'll fake the handoff, keeping himself over the right side, gain maybe a yard and a half. Not a whole lot that time against that defense. There's Austin Fleming, 9 tackles per game, the inside linebacker at 6'1", 205 pounds. We mentioned, Franklin has given up some yardage this year against some pretty good football teams. Quakers again feel they can move the football. Question is, can they score? Reed in the backfield. Quakers work with 2 receivers to the near side, a single receiver split wide to the right. Wes Hundley again out of the shotgun. And of course, he's going to run down as much of that play clock as he can. It's all about ball control. Keep it away from Franklin. That pass incomplete as it goes a little bit behind his intended receiver. There for the Quakers was number 17, Chauncey Cothran. Cothran, a freshman. So the Quakers using a tight end, a little bit of a change in their starting lineup here today, but again, they will go with an empty backfield and 5 receivers with trips to the left side. Second down, take that back, third down and about 8. Hundley to throw once again, has plenty of time. Flag is down. That's going to be a hold. It's caught in the 20-yard line as Cooper makes the catch, but you can bring it back. That's going to go against the Quakers. That was thrown immediately right in the middle of the line, and that generally means a holding. That will negate the long pass play again to Marcus Cooper. He had one-on-one coverage with Trace Rooks. And you can hear the Quaker fans as they are disappointed by the call, but nonetheless will come back. It was thrown right away. So now the mark off the penalty. So tough break for the Quakers after the nice run by Wes Hundley, and then the completed pass to Marcus Cooper would have been his 28th of the year. Cooper averaging just 11.4 yards per carry, or I should say per catch, so that would have been a huge catch for the Quakers and would have put them in scoring position here in the opening period of play. Reed the lone setback. Quakers again work with 3 wideouts, a young offensive line. They'll fake the handoff. Hundley will keep it himself. He'll dive across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And the Quakers, after a promising beginning to the drive, will have now to punt the football away at 4th down and about, let's say, almost 20 to go for a first down. Brad Bonamini, the junior, he went to East Central High School down in St. Leon. He is back to return at about his own 31-yard line. Jordan Christian ready to punt the football away, puts this one in the air, and he punts this one into the wind, shanks that off the side of his foot. Not a good kick there by Jordan Christian, and this Franklin offense will have a short field to work with, and boy, you hate to give them that kind of field position right out of the gate. So Chase Burton, 20 touchdowns this year, just 3 interceptions. He completes 65% of his passes, and he will step out for the first time here this afternoon. They'll put the football right at midfield. First down and 10. 1 running back in the backfield, and they will run it right out of the chute in a gain of about 4 yards. They will go with Jacob Earl. They were scheduled to start Jordan Brown, the senior out of Cecina High School. They instead go with Jacob Earl. He went to North Vermilion High School. Gain of 4. And again, the Grizzlies quickly to the line of scrimmage. Burton to throw. Comes to the near side. Ball caught. 35. Dumped at about the 32-yard line. On the reception, Tanner Robalewski. 18th catch now for the senior. He averages nearly 15 yards per catch. It gives you a pretty good idea how they really can stretch the field against opposing defenses. Robalewski in motion. Burton to throw, has plenty of time over the middle and dropped inside the 20-yard line. That was Lee Robalewski, the brother of Tanner. Lee even better numbers. He averages 19.4 yards per reception. He has 20 catches on the season. That'll stop the clock at 11:42 remaining here in the opening period of play. Still no score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. But again, good field position for the Grizzlies. They'll bring another receiver in. They go big body this time. That is going to be Smith, one of their tight ends, who will be lined up to the left, a man in motion. And Burton throws over the middle, ball caught. Still on his feet, there is Alexander. Alexander, his 24th reception. You talk about a guy who has been able to spread the field this year, 22.6 yards per catch. It's going to be third down and about 6 to go for first down here for the Grizzlies. Burton, quick throw to the near side. Blockers ahead, jumping and going over the pile to about the 20-yard line on the reception. Bonomini there on the catch. Brad Bonomini is out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, but again went to East Central High School. First down for the Grizzlies. They waste no time. Ready to throw again over the middle. Ball's going to be caught inside the 10. Bonomini again is going to make the catch, I believe. That is Brad, the 5'10 junior. And now the Grizzlies have it inside the 10-yard line. Let's go ahead and put it at about the 6-yard line. And this gives you a good idea of how quickly this Grizzlies football team can score. They will fake the handoff, and the keeper nowhere to go for Burton as he is brought down. Alfago Shoemake there for the Quakers, 6', 210, and a freshman. He is out of Snellville, Georgia. They list him as a linebacker, though he generally has been playing the cornerback position or the defensive back position so far. Second down. Franklin again will spread him out. They're going to hand it off. Here's Jacob Earl over the right side. Earl cuts to the inside, and he will be brought down very close to the 3-yard line. Quakers, by the way, today without Ryan Hartman, their freshman linebacker, Brandon Kinney, their freshman fullback, Grant Bowersock, another linebacker, a sophomore. He is out today. Quakers don't have a whole lot of depth on this football team. Third down. Chase Burton very calm in the pocket as he almost looks like he's barely even playing as he will give it off to Earl over the right side. Touchdown. And on the board, 9:22 to go here in this opening period of play. And the Grizzlies get on the board and now lead this one 6-0. So Jacob Earl for the first score of the ball game. Stephen Colligan will come in to attempt the extra point. He's out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to Dwenger High School. And the kick is on the way. It is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 7-0. This is Earlham Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Well, Quakers trail at 7-0 here in the opening period of play. Franklin will tee things up again at to the 35-yard line. Earlham will get the football for the second time. They got off to a good start. Boy, they had that nice run by Wes Hunley. And then they got the nice pass play to Marcus Cooper, but it was brought back because of a holding penalty. And so now the Grizzlies again will tee it up. Here's Colligan, has the wind behind him, and Marcus Cooper will watch that one sail into the end zone. And so the Quakers will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Today's game being brought to you by Chef KC, located at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. I grill while you chill, catering for all events or occasions. Personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry out, and delivery available. Again, Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. Wants to thank all the Richmond people for their love and support, and also a big support of athletics around the Richmond area. First down and 10 here for the Quakers. Hundley again in the shotgun. Hundley stepping up, throwing short. It'll be Cooper on the catch at the 30. May get to the 31 before he's dropped there. It'll be a gain of around 6 on the pass play. And it will be second down at about 4. Grizzlies know they have to play Wes Hundley honest because of his ability to run the football. Quakers again, 3 freshmen in that starting offensive line. Bilal to the near side, Cooper to the near side. Quakers go 5 wide, and they will again run down that play clock as far as they possibly can. They want to take time off the clock. Hundley fakes the pass, takes it up the middle, and goes down. Very close to the 35. That'll be close to a first down. There's your middle linebacker again, Austin Fleming. One of those in there to help make the stop. So we're going to call it third down and 1, the nose of the football, just shy the 35. Quakers 0-4. When you're 0-4, you might as well go for it right here, and they will. Coming up on 8 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. One in the backfield for the Quakers. That'll be Cyrus Clark. Clark is just a freshman. Hundley again in the shotgun. Will try to draw him off sides. Will hand off, and there's a first down over the left side to the 40. Cyrus Clark, 5'9", 175 out of Summerville, South Carolina. And the Quakers get a first down. Volleyball team is playing this afternoon. If we get an update on that game, we'll let you know how they're doing. They also are playing Franklin this afternoon. 2 receivers to the right, Bilal to the short side. They'll work at hash mark to the left. Clark will stand as the lone setback, and again, Wes Hundley in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Clark over the right side. Clark will get about another 4 yards, very close to the 44-yard line, and it'll be second down and 6. By the way, the Quakers not real big on that offensive line. Matthews at 265. You have Breen at about 270, but those 3 freshmen, 250, 260, and 235. Plenty of room to get bigger and stronger over the next 3 years. Clark again, the lone setback as Hundley. You wonder why they're not running as many plays. It's very simple. The longer you have the football, the less that Franklin can have the football and a chance to score. Here's Clark over the left side. Clark tried to cut back up the middle. He may get back to the line of scrimmage, may even get a half a yard on the carry, and that's it for the freshman. The Quakers have had 1,130 yards of total offense this year. We'll take that back. That is Hundley, 1,130 yards of total offense. The team, 1,305. They know they've got to get more people involved in this offense, and they're trying to do that early now with Clark. Third down and about 5 at the 45. Hundley to throw, out in the flat to Clark. Clark tried to stiff-arm the defender. There is Austin Fleming again, and you know why he's averaging 9 tackles per game, as he is always around the football, and the Quakers cannot get the first down, and they will bring the punting unit back on once again. Not a good kick the last time by Jordan Christian, the sophomore out of Richmond, as the Grizzlies had the football at the 50-yard line. Deep for the Grizzlies will be Brad Benomini. And Jordan will take a look before he kicks this one away, as that rugby-style kick will take a bounce out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. And that's where the Grizzlies will take over for the second time. Today's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subway. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken. And Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. 4 wide for the Grizzlies. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Over in the middle. Ball's going to be caught. Catching the football and then dropping it about the 35 once again. This time it will be Lee Robalewski. Robalewski, 6'2", 190 out of Salem, Indiana, played at Paoli High School. We'll put the football right at about the 36-yard line. It'll be second down. Handoff near side to Jacob Earl. Earl tripped up at about the 41. Boy, it's interesting watching the quarterback Chase Burton. His offensive line protects him so well, and he doesn't keep the football in his hands very long. So he really barely even moves out of that pocket. And he's been doing this for a long time, so very comfortable behind that offensive line. He'll look to throw. Has plenty of time. Down the middle, has a man. Ball caught 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. And there is Deontez Alexander. His 9th touchdown reception of the season. And Alexander trots into the end zone, and the Quakers now find themselves down in this one, 13-0. That was a great pass by Chase Burton. Now 21 touchdown passes on the year. Stephen Colligan will come in to attempt the extra point. Good strong kick with a wind behind him. He didn't need the wind either. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Franklin 14, Earlham nothing. This is Earlham football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5830. Or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
Welcome back once again to Darrell Bean Stadium as the Quakers trail at 14-0, 4:17 remaining here in this opening period of play. Colligan will tee things up once again at the 35-yard line. Had the ball blow off the tee a couple of moments ago, so the Quakers will have Bilal back and also back Marcus Cooper. This one toward Cooper, and it will go into the end zone, and for the third straight time, a touchback for the Quakers. And now the football again at the 25-yard line. Third time the Quakers have had the football here this afternoon. So far, the Quakers, 2 first downs, just 2. Take that back, both of those on the rushing. 126 yards of total offense now for Franklin. The Quakers with 48 yards here in this opening period of play. Quakers will spread it out again. They go 5 wide, trips to the left. Hunley again looks to throw out in the flat and goes behind Cooper and falls incomplete. And the Quakers will have it second down. We had mentioned in the pregame the one area that Wes Hunley will have to be better, and that is in completing passes. Just a 50% pass completion rate coming to this one here this afternoon. 4:13 remaining here in period number 1. Quakers again will spread them out. Empty backfield. Cooper in motion. They'll fake the handoff to Cooper, the keeper by Hundley, and a short gain. And driven back by that Franklin defense. And, boy, every time I look up there, there's number 7 in there, Austin Fleming. But also in there this time, number 24, which is Jordan Brown. I'll take that back. That's going to be Bryce Hale out of Mooresville, Indiana. And now the Quakers faced with a 3rd down, and let's call it 7. And the football at their own 28-yard line. Malik Lawrence Reed in the backfield as the Quakers will go with just 3 receivers and an H-back in the lineup as well. They'll pump, throw it underneath. Ball caught, and going down is Chauncey Cothran, the tight end, 6'2", 195 at about the 33-yard line, and the Quakers faced with a 4th down and 2. And here comes the punting unit. Wes Hundley wanted to go for it, but, boy, you're in awful dangerous field position right here if you don't get it. And the last thing you want to do is give Franklin an even shorter field to work with. So, again, in for the Quakers to punt it away will be Jordan Christian. Jordan has not punted well so far here today. Benomini is back inside his own 40-yard line. And Jordan's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to get the first down. He does to the near side, and a fake punt, and the Quakers get a first down. Driven out at the 39-yard line. So Earlham will have the football at the 39-yard line on the fake punt, and the first down by, again, Jordan Christian. 2:25 remaining. Our sunshine is gone. Cloudy skies here in Richmond now this afternoon, but a warm day here in October. Quakers again, 5 wide, trips to the left. Hundley out of the shotgun. He's looking this way and underthrows Bilal. On coverage for the Franklin Grizzlies was Faison Stevens. So 2nd down and 10. Stevens out of Savannah, Georgia. He is a senior. This is a senior-laden football team, again, for the Grizzlies. Cyrus Clark in the backfield for the Quakers on 2nd down. Hundley will fake the throw, running to the outside as he tries to get running room and driven out of bounds after a gain of a couple. On the stop, Ryan Connor, the free safety, 6 foot, 190 pounds. He is a senior out of Zionsville, Indiana. And the Quakers again faced with a 3rd down. And again, the football at the 42. So we're looking at about a 3rd down and 8 here for the Quakers. Hundley again, empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 to the left. Hundley can be dangerous right here if he can get some running room. Hundley's going to throw. Will he go long? He'll come to the near side and underthrows his intended receiver, Cyrus Clark, coming out of the backfield. And he throws short, and though the Quakers got the first down on the fake punt, they'll have to give it up right here, as Earlham unable to get it past the 50-yard line. Benomini is back once again for the Grizzlies as he'll stand at about his own 25. And I can guarantee you one thing, Franklin won't let Jordan Christian do that to them again, as they'll be aware that he can bring the ball to the outside and has the enough speed to get there to get the first down. He will kick it away quickly, and a good kick this time into the wind. Benomini will make the fair catch at about the 23. Today's game being brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer, and when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group, give him a call at 969-3400. Franklin football, they'll come out running the ball on 1st down. On the carry again will be Jacob Earl. We have not seen their leading ball carrier so far in Jordan Brown. Earl averaging about 4.7 yards per carry quickly. Benomini on the near side. I'm going to take that back. That's going to be Lee Robalewski, who dropped the football. Looked like it might have been a catch, but the official said on the near side it was not. As Robalewski unable to come up with that one, it'll be now third down. They'll take that back. They got the first down mark. They're going to say that was actually a complete pass, so a break there for the Grizzlies. Here's the screen setup. Here is Earl. Earl blockers in front. 45-50, 45-40. Still on his feet down to the Earlham 35-yard line. Chase Burton sets up the screen pass as good as anyone. 27 seconds remaining as the Grizzlies would like to get some points on the board if they can with that wind at their back. As they'll have it first down. Earl on the carry up the middle. 30, 25, and brought down there. On the tackle for the Quakers, Dan O'Donnell out of Arcanum High School. And we're down to the final 6 seconds. They'll line up. Will they get one more off? And they will do so. Quick pass to the near side. Ball's going to be caught and then brought down at about the 19-yard line. And on the reception was Tanner Robalewski. And that's going to do it for the opening period of play. We will take a quick timeout at the end of one. It is Franklin 14 and Earlham nothing. This is Earlham football. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Back once again here at Earlham College as we get set for period number 2. Yes, I'm running everything myself here. Graphics and everything. That's right. Out of the shotgun. Here is Burton again. Plenty of time. Chased out of the pocket. Here comes the defense, and he gets rid of it. He had a receiver on the far side, Tanner Robalewski. Robalewski was within a few feet, but the Quakers almost picked up their first sack of the afternoon. And don't give me that look. We work hard here, you know. In the backfield again will be Jacob Earl. Just underway, quarter number 2. Handoff Earl. Earl up the middle, and he will get brought down. There for the Quakers. That was number 44 in for the Quakers on defense, which is Rance Albert out of DeSoto, Texas. Just a freshman playing in the middle of the Quaker defense. Third down, let's call it 3rd and 7. Again, Burton to throw. Time over the middle, ball caught, and touchdown. There is Deontez Alexander once again. He catches his second touchdown pass of the afternoon, and just like that, Quakers find themselves down in this one, 20-0. Chase Burton makes that look as easy as any quarterback you will see. So now the extra point attempt once again by Stephen Colligan. And he's been a busy man already as this one is on the way, and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Franklin 21 And Earlham, nothing. This is Earlham football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The Indiana Football Hall of Fame in Richmond, Indiana was founded in 1973. Its mission is to honor the men and women who have excelled in high school, college, or professional football based on their coaching, athletic ability, citizenship, scholarship, and significant supporting contributions to the game of football. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame includes retrospection from Indiana's prestigious football history, from the late 1800s to the present. When you visit the hall, you'll see the names like Weeview Bank, Vegas Ferguson, Newt Rockne, and Lamar Lundy. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame is located at 815 North A Street in Richmond and is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. There is no entrance fee and donations are appreciated. Take time to visit Indiana football history at the Indiana Football Hall of Fame.
Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as the kicker again, Stephen Colligan, will have that football blow off the tee. That kind of gives you an idea of the winds that are coming out of the west here this afternoon. Bilal will be deep. Cooper will be deep as well, and neither have had a chance to return the kick so far here this afternoon, as we'll see what kind of leg here that Colligan has. He'll put this one into the wind. This time a shorter kick, and Cooper will pick it up from about the 14. Across the 25, 30, and out to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Quakers will take over 1st and 10. By the way, you can follow along live stats throughout the entire day on Earlham's website, goearlham.com. 202 yards so far of total offense for the Grizzlies. Quakers with 65.
It'll be 1st and 10 Quakers.
So the Quakers will have it 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jamel Barnes out of Muncie Central High School is one of the two receivers to the near side as the Quakers will go 4 wide. Lawrence Reed in the backfield. The keeper now by the quarterback, Hunley. He gets hit hard from behind, but he gets a first down at the 42-yard line. I would imagine if I'm Franklin, I'm thinking if I just have to have 2 guys keep an eye on him, I would scout him the entire time and let everybody else beat you if they can, but it wouldn't be Wes Hunley. Trips to the left, 5 wide. First down for the Quakers. And again, Hunley will pump, throws to the near side, caught by Barnes. Barnes gets loose and will be brought down at around the 34-yard line. There's Jamel Barnes, the freshman, again out of Muncie Central High School. And the Quakers able to get another first down in the drive. Let's see if they can keep this drive going. 13:24 remaining here in the opening half a play. Once again, 5 wide. This time trips to the near side. Hunley, quick hitter, and that one's going to go fall incomplete. Getting a hand on that one for the Grizzlies, number 95, which is Lucas Clark. He's out of Perrysville, Indiana. Clark right behind Zach Turner in the depth chart, so already we're seeing a lot of players getting to come in and play here early for Franklin. Lawrence Reed in the backfield for the Quakers as again Hunley will fake the handoff inside the 30, 25, and down to near the 23-yard line. Another first down for the Quakers. And Earlham, their most impressive drive thus far after you took away that Marcus Cooper reception in the opening period. And Earlham on the drive here. First down, again, football at the 23-yard line. Lawrence Reed in the backfield. This time Quakers go trips to the left. Single receiver, that's Barnes to the near side. And will work off the hash mark to the right. Hunley will fake the handoff. Keeper around the left side. Hunley gets hit hard, drives ahead. Boy, Hunley took a hit from Ryan Connor, the free safety. Still managed to get that extra effort to the 16-yard line. Second down after a gain of about 7. This time, Quakers will go with trips to the near side. They'll take Chauncey Cothran and move him as the tight end to one of the 3 receivers to the right. Bilal will be the receiver to the left, and again, Lawrence Reed in the backfield. And there you see the Quakers slowing things down here, because they want to let that play clock run down. That takes time off the game clock as well, and a chance to at least try to keep the football out of Franklin's offense's hands. Hundley pumps, near side, caught again by Cothran. Cothran down to around the 11-yard line. Tyrone Thomas, the first one there, the 5'8", 175-pound junior. First down, Quakers at the 11-yard line. And we thought that the Quakers, if they don't make mistakes, can move the football against this Franklin defense. Just a matter of if you can stop the Grizzlies. Trips to the left. 2 receivers again to the near side. Quakers will work off that hash mark again to the right. Hundley again out of the shotgun, which will be nothing different all afternoon. Hundley will keep it himself and put his head down. He may get a couple of yards to about the 9. 75, the first one in there for the Grizzlies, which is A.J. Oh, you're going to have to help me with that name. Abla Nallop. We have seen all kinds of different faces in this lineup other than the starters who got the early reps for Franklin. It's been a lot of backup players. Second down. Lawrence Reed in the backfield as he will be joined by Hundley in the shotgun. Hundley to throw over the middle, low throw ball, caught, touchdown Quakers. Marcus Cooper on the reception, and Earlham gets on the scoreboard here in the second. Hundley his 8th touchdown pass on the year. Marcus Cooper his 5th touchdown reception. And coming in to kick the extra point. And it is on the way. It is good as Justin Carobo with the extra point on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail this one 21-7.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Quakers get on the board here in the second quarter, 21-7. We just heard moments ago that the volleyball team beat Franklin in 3 straight. So the Quakers pick up their second conference win. They let one get away against Defiance the other day, and they really felt they should have won that one. But good way to come back, get a win today for the Earlham volleyball team. Cole Burrell is going to tee things up at the 35-yard line. Franklin will have the first opportunity to make a return as this one is kicked short from the 29-yard line on the return and bowling his way past the 40 to about the 42. Looked like it was number 25 on the return, which is, well, you take your pick, Austin Gruden, 5'11", 200. That was Gruden. They have several players that have double numbers. Yeah, that is Austin Gruden who made the return. So the football at the 42-yard line. 10-13 remaining. Here in the second quarter, we'll check out college football and stats. At halftime, ball caught. Alexander dropped quickly at around the 47-yard line. There for the Quakers was Eric Bryant, the senior, 5'7", 180 pounds, to make the tackle. And they'll call it a gain of 5. So let's call this also 2nd down and 5. Chase Burton, one man in the backfield. That is going to be Earl on the carry, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage. Jacob Earl. Well, there's no doubt they set you up on the pass by running that little keeper on the inside, and when you think you've got him stopped, they hit you deep, and we saw that earlier with Deonzel Alexander. Burton, 3rd down. Burton to throw, goes to the sideline. Ball's going to be caught. Benomini there on the reception. I do believe that is Benomini, number 4, and it is. Makes the catch, and that should be another Franklin 1st down. So they go safe on the outside with a little quick pattern toward the sideline. Here's Alexander. Boy, he's a big receiver, 6'3". He's got one-on-one coverage to the near side. Burton will look to throw, standing in the pocket, throws over the middle. Ball's going to be caught inside the 30. That is Robluski, Tanner Robluski. And another 1st down. That's just how quickly they can move the football. And boy, what time that Chase Burton has. You have a senior-oriented offensive line. They've been with him all 4 years, and they keep him well protected. 2 in the backfield, Earl in motion. And Earl out on the flat makes the catch, 30, 25, 20, and will be dropped down at around the 17-yard line. Kobe Walker there for the Quakers, 6'1", 210, the sophomore out of Richmond. And that'll be another 1st down once again for the Grizzlies. They will use 2 backs in the backfield once again. And to throw toward the end zone, and let's see, there are the flags. Pass was intended for Benomini, and that's going to be interference. No doubt about that. They got Jordan Christian on the interference. There was one-on-one coverage here to the near side, and that'll be a interference call against the Quakers. 8:02. By the way, Jordan in his defense, he played defensive back last year, but he was a quarterback in high school, and they've converted him over to the defensive side of the football. So now we'll put the football at the 2-yard line. Franklin knocking on the door once again. Boy, they just very big offensive line. You can see why Burton is very, very rarely touched in the backfield. High snap, handoff, Jacob Earl, second effort into the end zone, 2 yards and a touchdown. And the Grizzlies put another 6 on the board and now lead this one 27-7. Well, Earlham's defense, they were the ones that were going to be really challenged here today, whether they could even slow this Franklin offense down, as Colligan will come in once again to attempt another extra point, and the kick is on the way. It is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 7:58 remaining here in the second quarter. Quakers trail this one 28-7.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
We're back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. Quakers trail this one 28-7. Earlham will get the football back as deep again. Marcus Cooper, Elijah Bilal Both again deep, and here is Colligan again, who will put this one high in the air, and again a shorter kick. Bilal inside the 5, across the 10, the 15, tries to cut to the outside, the 20, and will be dropped there at about the 22-yard line. Good special teams play again by the Grizzlies. Well, Earlham got 7 on the board their last time out. A nice drive and finished it off with a touchdown pass to Marcus Cooper. But they're going to have to find a way to slow this Grizzly offense down as Bilal will come out. He got shaken up on the return. Quakers again have very little depth on this football team, so they can not afford to lose anyone. 5 wide, first down. Hunley. He will keep it himself. Now will throw. Cooper with a catch here to the near side, and he may lose a yard. I think Cooper was ready to go block, and then Hunley changed his mind and decided to throw the football here to the near side, and yeah, a little you take it. And the Quakers end up losing yard. It'll be second down and 11. When you look at the size of the defensive lineman for Franklin, especially 93 Tyler Reed, 6'3", 300, and he just dwarfs Roper, Bradley, and Brake in the middle. And he's just one big fella to deal with for your center, and Will Bradley. Low snap picked up by Hunley, and he throws the screen pass. Clark on the catch, and Clark will get some positive yards out to about the 26-yard line. Now Bradley at 260, so he's about 40 pounds lighter than what you see in Tyler Reed. And a Reed, that 300 pounds, we're not talking about a chubby guy either. He's well built. Third down and 6. Quakers go trips to the right. Clark stays in as the lone setback. Elijah Bilal is back in. They'll put Clark in motion, throw to him out in the flat. He bobbles it, and then he drops it, so that's an incomplete pass. He never had control of the football. And now the Quakers faced with a 4th down, and here come the punting unit again. Clark started to take off before he got possession of the football, and again dropped it. Again at halftime, we'll check out college football. Another busy Saturday, and of course there's a couple of huge matchups going on, including that Michigan and Michigan State game coming up later tonight. Jordan Christian will again begin to punt it away inside his own 15. Benomini is back for the Grizzlies. This one a good kick. It hits at the 20 and takes a roll. Stays in bounds, and does it go out of bounds at the 2-yard line? We'll have to see how far they say that punt went. Jordan set the punting record last year for the longest punt in Earlham history. And that may have surpassed that one. So nonetheless, the Grizzlies will have the football at their own 2-yard line. See if the Quakers can get a stop right here and have some field position to work with back on offense. They'll say it's 72 yards. So 72 yards on that punt. And we will see the quarterback under center handing off, and not much there. There for the Quakers, Dakota Fields getting the stop. That was Ryan Arahud out of Rensselaer, Indiana, number 28.
92, Dakota Fields on the tackle.
We'll call it second down and about 8 after a gain of 2. Burton out of the Shotgun throws to the outside. Ball will be caught. Robluski there. That's Tanner Robluski. And he's going to get a very short gain, so third down. This just gives Burton a little chance to get some breathing room. So now the football placed at the 9-yard line, 4 wide. Here's Burton to throw again. Ball caught, and that's going to be a first down. Brad Benomini out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, only 5'10", 160 pounds, but again, a good possession receiver, and he was able to get himself just in front of the sticks to get the first down. Here's Burton again. Plenty of time over the middle. Intercepted! Kobe Walker with the interception. And that's just the 4th interception by the quarterback, Chase Burton. And Earlham will have excellent field position at the Franklin 25-yard line. You get the huge punt, and then Kobe Walker steps in to get the interception, and the Quakers, boy, can get right back in this thing, trailing it 28-7. Quakers will have Bilal to the left, Cooper to the left, Barnes to the near side. Reed in the backfield. Faking the handoff. Again is Hundley, rolling, looking. He will throw it, and it's over the head of Barnes. Pressure coming by the middle linebacker, Austin Fleming. And that'll fall incomplete. And Hundley was trying to get Barnes to make a move, I think, toward the end zone. That'll stop the clock at 4:35 remaining here in this first half of play. Boy, if the Quakers can get on the board here and hold the Grizzlies before halftime, you have a different football game for the second half. Lawrence Reed in the backfield. Bilal to the left. Here is Hundley again to throw. Caught near side. Here's Copthran. Copthran inside the 20 and will take a hit out of bounds. It'll be shy of a first down, so let's call it third down and about 3, depending again always on the spot of the football. Looks like they'll put it at the 19-yard line. Copthran is out of Louisiana, 6'2", 195. Quakers 5 wide again, 3 to the left. Out of the shotgun formation, Wes Hundley. Man in motion is Cooper from right to left. Cooper with the end around. Cooper gets a block to the outside, inside the 10, and then dropped out of bounds. They'll say he went out at the 5-yard line, and the Quakers will have it first and goal from the 5. Well, we said it throughout the entire pregame and the first quarter that Earlham thought they could move the football today as Hundley starts to go, and then he throws over the middle, and is it a touchdown? Yes. Marcus Cooper with a reception, and the Quakers get 6 on the board. And Earlham trails this one now 28-13. Second reception for a score today by Cooper. That is going to be number 6 on the year. Wes Hundley now with 9 touchdown passes. And now the extra point attempt. Carobo will have this one blocked. So on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it's Franklin 28 and Earlham 13. This is Earlham Football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can save up to $7,000 on every Cherokee in stock. Or lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude from only $218 a month for 24 months. Or how about saving over $5,000 on most Pacifica and Grand Caravan models in stock? Drive in for savings during the Savings Drive at Wetzel Chrysler Richmond.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Well, the Quakers have closed the gap here in the second quarter. As we will see the Quakers kick off, that again will be Burrell placing it at the 35-yard line. Had a short kick the last time, and this will go short again from the 40, 45, and very close to the 48-yard line. That was Devin Parrish, a 6'2", 195-pound backup tight end out of Indianapolis. And boy, I tell you what, 3 minutes and 27 seconds for a guy like Chase Burton is an eternity. So this Earlham defense needs to make sure that they keep everything in front of them and try to get a stop right here before we head to the locker room. Burton will have one in the backfield, 4 wide, just coming off an interception. Burton, here comes the pressure, gets away. Burton pumps, will keep it himself, gets a block, and comes out of bounds close to the 40-yard line. Boy, Dakota Fields almost got him. Alfago Shoemate was on the charge as well, the inside linebacker, 6 foot 210 and a freshman. Clock continues to run as they will bring it up on the 3-minute mark. Burton to throw again, goes underneath, and it's incomplete. Benomini, or is that going to be, that will be Benomini there, number 4, unable to come up with a reception, and Burton coming up short on that pass. Well, we mentioned Burton coming in, he only had 2 incomplete passes his entire career against Earlham as a starter. In fact, he had not thrown an interception until the pick by the Quakers just a couple of moments ago. Burton will hand off. Big hole up the middle, 30, 25, still on his feet, breaking to the outside, the 10, Earl to the 5, to the end zone, touchdown. 42 yards in the score. Boy, and the Grizzlies come right back again. This time, Jacob Earl, the backup running back behind Jordan Brown, who we have not seen here today, but Earl scoring his 3rd touchdown of the season, and here is Stephen Colligan. That took them, about a minute to score? Colligan's extra point is on the way, and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Franklin getting back on the board. They lead this one 35-13. This is Earlham football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Well, we mentioned a little bit ago that this is a Franklin football team that can score, and they can score very quickly, and they did so right there, as now they'll tee it back up at the 35-yard line. And this one high in the air, and Earlham will have a return. Bilal almost fumbles it at the 10. He's across the 15. Tries to cut back to the outside, finally wrangled down before he gets to the 25-yard line. So Earlham back offensively as Wes Hunley give his numbers of what he has done so far today. 10 of 17, 65 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He has 10 rushing attempts for 66 yards. So again, you look at the way that Hunley goes is how this Quaker offense will go. 2:41 remaining, first down and 10. Football again at the 23-yard line. Lawrence Reed, the lone setback. And Reed will get the call, and he may get a couple of yards if he's lucky. Reed has never been a real productive running back as far as yards per carry. Nathan Warman is there to make the stop, the outside linebacker. He is a senior at 5'8" and 200 pounds. So now the Quakers will spread him out once again. They will go 5 wide. Trips to the near side. Hunley again will take the snap. Here comes the pressure. Hunley able to get out of it with his feet as he comes to the near sideline and will get out of bounds. I think he's shy of the first down. 2:01 remaining. Boy, relatively clean game when it comes to the amount of penalties. Last night we had a high school football game that we had penalties about every other play. But we may have one here. I don't see where it is, though. You know, the officials are talking, but I don't see where the flag would be unless it's to the far side. And we'll wait and see what the call will be. There it is. It looked like it was, they got a holding penalty on the Quakers. So they're going to decline the holding penalty. They'll take the play itself. So now the Quakers will be faced with a 3rd down and 11. The flag was laying on the far side of the field where the field hockey team has a marker, and it looks like now we have a timeout on the field as well. We will take a timeout. Quakers trail this one on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 35-13.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Out of the shotgun formation, 3rd down and 11. Here comes the blitz, and Hunley is not able to get out of it as he'll be brought down. He may get back to the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit. Big number 68 in there for the Grizzlies. That is Zach Prater out of Bringhurst, Indiana, 6'3", 285. And we have another timeout. We'll keep it right here as we've seen that clock go down to 1:50. Today's game being brought to you in part by Chef KC, located at 1301 South L Street here in Richmond. I grill while you chill. He has catering for all events or occasions, personal chef and traveling barbecue service, as well as carry-out and delivery available. Make sure you check him out. Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. He has a Facebook page, I believe, right? Excellent barbecue. And he makes the ribs really wet. I love wet ribs. Quakers will punt it away on 4th down and 11. And, boy, this is still way too much time to give back to Franklin here in this first half. Benomini is deep. And we just saw a 72-yard punt moments ago by Earlham's Jordan Christian. This one, and not as good of a punt, driving Benomini back to about the 29. He's going to have a nice return out across the 45. There's a flag down. And this may go against Franklin. I think that's a block in the back by, that was Waif Elayan. 5'7", 220 out of Crown Point. Oh, they're going to say, well, he said 31. That was 41. Robbie Witham is the other person they just mentioned, 31. He's out of Newcastle, 5'11", 200 pounds. But that'll back up the Grizzlies to about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 with 1:39 remaining. And so the volleyball team picking up a win over Franklin, 3-0 earlier today. So now the first down for Chase Burton. Burton to throw, plenty of time, goes deep down the middle and almost caught by Tanner Obluski. He had double coverage. There for the Quakers, you had Kobe Walker dropping deep, Dan O'Donnell as well. But still 1:34 remaining. Take a shot downfield, see what happens, and if you get it, great. If not, you still have plenty of confidence in what your offense is able to do. As Burton once again, one in the backfield. He'll lose this one on the way up and almost intercepted by Dakota Fields. And it would have been a foot chase to the end zone, but I'll tell you what, Chase just lost that out of his hands as he tried that little soft toss out here in the flat. And how about Dakota Fields? Oh. That's why they make that football oblong, just to give you all kinds of fits when you're trying to catch it as a defensive lineman. Still 1:29 remaining. That's an incomplete pass. And Burton has more incomplete passes here in this first half than he did in the first 2 times he met this Earlham football team. Near side, and that is going to be an incomplete pass intended for Alexander. Can't hold on the near side. And so the Grizzlies will be forced to punt the football away. So how about Earlham's defense? A return here with 1:24. It'll be O'Donnell going deep. O'Donnell, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, he is listed as the backup quarterback. And this will be Stephen Colligan again. He will punt. He's the kicker as well. We saw him booming some in warm-ups, but he had the wind behind him at the time. There's a little squibbler up the middle, and it takes a Franklin bounces. That one will land at about the 21-yard line. That's where the Quakers will take over 1st and 10. Today's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. Every Thursday, the Italian BMT, Friday, the tuna, and Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Quakers football 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Lawrence Reed in the backfield, the lone setback. Quakers will spread him out 4 wide again. Hundley over the middle, ball caught as he went underneath. Ball will come out, and I think that Franklin has it. It was a fumble by the receiver. That was Cothran, and he is hurt. He went down. And the takeaway by the Grizzlies, and the Quakers turn it over with 1:04 remaining here in the first half. And Cothran still shaken up as the trainer will come out and check him out. And I think he got one below the the equator. And he got hit pretty hard, and anytime it's south of the border, you just want to get out of the game. So now a big turnover as Burton and the offense coming back out on the field. Problem is there's never anywhere to hide either. So now after the turnover, still plenty of time on the clock. That could be a huge turnover here for the Quakers. A little down and out to the far side, and getting out of bounds is Tanner Robluski. Well, when you played together like these guys have for the 4 years, it doesn't take much in the timing aspect to know where your teammate is going to be. Second down after a gain of 7, stepping out of bounds and stopping the clock. They'll throw the same exact pattern. This time, he will stay in bounds and try to get some extra yards as Robluski will keep it in play. And he almost got it to the end zone. They'll call him down at the 2-yard line. I think the Quakers thought he was going to go out of bounds again. And Franklin knocking on the door here as we begin to close in on the first half. Football again at the 2. Burton high in the air, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. And they went right back to Robluski again 3 straight times, and 6 more points on the board. And the Quakers now find themselves down in this one 41-13. Boy, huge turnover for the Quakers, now leading to 6 and possibly 7 as Colligan back in for the extra point. He has been perfect here today, and he's going to stay that way. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 42-13.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
42-13 as the Quakers again off that turnover. It only took 3 plays for the Grizzlies to get in the end zone. 3 straight completions to Tanner Robluski. So now the Quakers will get the football back. Bilal is deep. Cooper is deep. Not a whole lot of time with 35 seconds remaining to do anything with this one. Bilal will take this one on the short kick at around the 16, the 20, the 25, and then he'll be brought down right there. Good special teams play. On the stop, Wesley Satterfield. He is out of Kokomo, Indiana, 5'8", 175 pounds. Satterfield, just a freshman. Of course, if he is, he's from Kokomo, but depending where he played high school football, if he was part of that Kokomo football team, they've been very good over the last several years in the North Central Conference. That Western Division, very good. The Eastern Division, not as good. 30.5 as Hundley will bring his offense back to the line of scrimmage. He'll fake the handoff. Hundley using his speed to get to the outside. Got a nice block from Jamel Barnes. And that's going to get another Quaker first down near the 36. Boy, nice block by Barnes, the freshman out of Muncie Central. Barnes would be very familiar with any other player like Satterfield out of Kokomo, Indiana. 23.7 now for the Quakers here in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Hundley with a keeper, and he will get buried. 55 was one of the first ones in there. That is going to be Nathan Warman. Warman is a senior out of Indianapolis, and that's going to do it for the first half. Well, the Quakers played a little bit better in the second quarter. put 13 points on the board, but we have made it to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Is Franklin 42, Earlham 13. Your halftime numbers coming up. We'll also check out the college football scoreboard on this Saturday afternoon and also check out what's coming up a little bit later tonight. We'll do that right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
It is halftime, 42-13 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Here your first half numbers. We'll start with the team numbers in the first half. For Franklin, they finished with 17 first downs. They ended up with 88 yards on the ground, 242 yards through the air, 330 yards of total offense on the afternoon thus far. The Quakers finished with 10 first downs, 107 yards on the ground, and 174 yards, or take that back, 74 yards through the air for 181 yards. By the way, for Franklin, in the rushing department, Jacob Earl, 11 of 82, 11 carries, 82 yards, and 3 touchdowns in that first half. Chase Burton was 19 of 26, 3 touchdowns and interception, 242 yards so far in the afternoon. In the receiving department, Tanner Robluski, so far 7 receptions, 67 yards. Also, Deontez Alexander, 4 receptions, 84 yards and a couple of scores. Brad Benomini is right now at 4 receptions, 32 yards. Jacob Earl, 2 receptions and 42 yards. For the Quakers, rushing in the first half, Wes Hundley, 14 carries and 77 yards. Also, Marcus Cooper, 1 catch, or I should say 1 carry for 14 yards. Clark, 3 carries for 11. And Jordan Christian, 1 for 6 yards. Wes Hundley was 11 of 18 in the first half, 74 yards and a couple of scores. In the receiving department, leading the way for the Quakers was Chancey Cothran with 4 receptions, 25 yards. Marcus Cooper, 4 receptions, 19 yards and 2 scores. Clark with 2 receptions for 7 yards, and then Jamel Barnes, a reception and 23 yards. By the way, for Wes Hundley, of the 181 yards, he has accounted for 141 here in the first half. Scoring got started. Franklin scored at 9:22 of that opening period. Jacob Early, 3-yard run. The extra point was good. That made it 7-0. Franklin came back about 5 minutes later. Alexander, a 59-yard pass from Burton. The extra point was good. That made it 14-0. In the second quarter, Alexander, his second touchdown reception from Chase Burton. The extra point was good. That made it 21-0 Franklin. The Quakers got on the board at 10:20 to go in the second with Cooper's 9-yard touchdown reception from Wes Hundley. The extra point was good. That made it 21-7. And then, Franklin came right back maybe a minute and a half later or so, 2 minutes later. Jacob Earl, a 2-yard score. The extra point was good. That made it 28-7. Quakers got their second score in the first half at the 3:33 mark. Marcus Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Wes Hundley. The extra point was no good. That made it 28-13. And then Franklin scored at the 2:48 mark. Jacob Earl, his third touchdown run, a 42-yard score. The extra point was good. They made it 35-13. Quakers ended up turning the football over deep in their own territory, and Franklin came right down and scored with the 35 seconds remaining on the clock. It was the reception by Tanner Robluski, a 3-yard score from Chase Burton. The extra point was good, and that's where we stand at halftime, 42-13. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on college football going on this afternoon at halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail this one 42-13.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Halftime here at Darrell Bean Stadium, 42-13. Franklin on top. Let's go ahead and get you caught up with what is happening in college football this afternoon. And there are several games that are either, in fact, most of them are just, they're not even finished yet. A couple of them are getting close. 6:32 remaining in the fourth. Number 12, Auburn, is leading Ole Miss 44-17. 2:54 remaining in the fourth. Number 2, Clemson, is on top of Wake Forest 28-7. With 8:52 remaining in the fourth quarter, number 4, Penn State, shutting out Northwestern 31-0. 7:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, Iowa State trying to pull off the upset over number 3, Oklahoma. Cyclones leading that one 31-24. Number 5, Georgia, they're on top of Vanderbilt 45-14 with just over 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. All these games coming up later today. Number 21, Florida, hosting LSU at 3:30. Number 13, Miami of Florida, is at Florida State. That also at 3:30. A 3:30 kickoff. Number 21, Notre Dame, is at North Carolina. Number 23, West Virginia, is at number 8, TCU. That too will kick off at 3:30 Eastern Time. Number 10, Ohio State, they're home at 4 o'clock against Maryland. Also at 4 o'clock, it's number 14 USC against Oregon State. Number 16 Virginia Tech is at Boston College. That's a 7:15 kickoff time. Number 1 Alabama's on the road at Texas A&M at 7:15 tonight. Number 7 Michigan at the Big House. They'll take on Michigan State. 7:30 kickoff later this evening. Number 25 Central Florida. They're at Cincinnati at 8 o'clock tonight. Also at 8. Number 9 Wisconsin is on the road at Nebraska. Number 11 Washington State is on the road at Oregon. 8 o'clock kickoff time. And then our late night games in the top 25 at 10:15. Stanford is at number 20 Utah. Number 19 San Diego State is at UNLV at 10:45. And also at 10:45 it is California at number 6 Washington. It's going to get you caught up, though, on some of the other games that are going on. We'll check out, see what the action is in the Big Ten this afternoon. And in the fourth quarter, Iowa leading Illinois 38-16. Indiana will play Charleston Southern. That is a 3:30 kickoff time down in Bloomington. I'm sure there are plenty of seats available for that one. Minnesota's at Purdue at 3:30, and those are the other games outside the top 25 in the Big Ten. In the Mid-American Conference, 12:53 to go in the fourth. Toledo leading Eastern Michigan 17-9 in the second quarter. Central Michigan and Ohio tied at 7. And in the first quarter, Miami of Ohio home against Bowling Green. Right now, the Red Hawks lead that one 6-3. Ball State is at Akron, Western Michigan at Buffalo, and Kent State is at Northern Illinois. Major League Baseball playoffs continue later on. Chicago is on the road at Washington. Game 2 of that series. Arizona, Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers. That also will be a Game 2 set for that one at 9 o'clock tonight. And a quick check of the NHL. One matchup already underway today. New Jersey now leading Colorado 1-0 at the first intermission. The Rangers at Toronto, Detroit at Ottawa, Tampa Bay's at Florida, Buffalo at the Islanders, Nashville's at Pittsburgh, Montreal at Washington, Minnesota's at Carolina, Dallas at St. Louis, Columbus at Chicago, Vegas at Arizona, Edmonton at Vancouver, Philadelphia's at Anaheim, Winnipeg at Calgary, and Los Angeles. They're on the road at San Jose. We're at halftime as the Quakers and the Grizzlies get ready for the second half. Don't go away. This is Earlham football right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can save up to $7,000 on every Cherokee in stock. Or lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude from only $218 a month for 24 months. Or how about saving over $5,000 on most Pacifica and Grand Caravan models in stock? Drive in for savings during the savings drive at Wetzel Chrysler Richmond.
Back once again here, Darrell Bean Stadium, as we are getting ready for the second half. By the way, we mentioned the volleyball team. They beat Franklin today. by a final of 3-0. So congratulations to the volleyball team for their win. The field hockey team, they ended up losing a tough one earlier today, 3-2. The women's soccer team, they're playing Mount St. Joe. They are ahead in that one, 1-0 in the first half. So some updates from some of the other athletic events going on. And don't forget, always go to the Earlham website, goearlham.com, for more information on what is happening with Earlham athletics. I want to remind you, too, you can also follow along on the live stats for today's football game, as well as Earlham will kick the football off to begin the second half of play. Dan O'Donnell is at Burrell. Burrell's going to tee it up at the 35-yard line.
You're out. Kick off.
So we're ready to go in the second half. Burrell has not had a deep kick yet. In fact, most of his kicks have gone to about the 30-yard line. So Franklin has always had some pretty good field position on every kickoff they've had so far here this afternoon. So we're underway here in the third quarter now. Line drive kick, and I'll tell you what, one of the up men able to get that one around the 40. That is Devin Parrish. He's had a couple of returns, a backup tight end out of Indianapolis, and good field position again for the Grizzlies. Well, we mentioned Chase Burton in the first half. Burton 19 of 26, 242 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. So he will bring the offense out. Here is Earl on the carry. Nice hole up the middle. He'll get about 12 on the carry. Brought down by Austin Baker out of Spring, Texas. And we'll put the football at the Quaker 44-yard line. Just underway here in the third. 3 wide. And a tight end just off the line to the right. Burton looking to his left, now goes right. Ball's going to be caught. That was caught at about the 40. Tanner Robluski once again having a nice day here today, and he's a big target at 6'4". He, along with Deontez Alexander at 6'3", two of the bigger receivers the Quakers will be facing. Alex Smith, the 6'5" tight end out of Warsaw, 6'5", 230, comes out of the lineup. So now the Grizzlies will get a little bit smaller right here. 2nd down and 5. Man in motion is Benomini. Burton, a lot of time again, comes near side. Ball caught inside the 35. That'll be another first down as Tanner Robluski again on the reception, and the Quakers have no answer. Here comes Alex Smith again. Smith is a huge tight end at the Division III level, as mentioned, at 6'5" and 230 pounds. First down again for the Grizzlies. Man in motion from left to right. Handoff. Here's Jacob Earl inside the 30, 25. Gets a block at the 20. 15, 10, 5. Dives for the cone, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And that'll be a 32-yard score and his 4th touchdown of this one this afternoon, and the first possession for the Grizzlies, and they run it in for the 6 points. So now we will see Stephen Colligan on the extra point. Benomini, the holder. The kick is on the way, and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 49-13. This is Earlham Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, Earlham will get the football for the first time in the second half. Bilal will be deep, Cooper deep. It goes between his hands into the end zone, and he will bring it out. And Cooper's going to go down, and that was a huge mistake.
Marcus Cooper, number 7.
Let's see if they went in and called that a touchback, because Cooper touched it out of the end zone and then went in and tried to run it out. I think there's some confusion downstairs on what the exact call is, and let's see, the Quakers may catch a break right here, and they may put it at the 25 as a touchback. So they will call it a touchback. So Earlham catches a break right there, otherwise you're looking at a safety. So first down and 10 for the Quakers at the 25-yard line. Earlham has had some success today on offense, but again, just can't stop. Franklin, 49 points on the board. Clark in the backfield is Hunley. We'll have 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the near side. Here's Clark. And Clark, a short gain. He was hit first by the middle linebacker, Austin Fleming, and Fleming has been very busy here this afternoon. Lucas Clark also in there out of Perrysville, Indiana. He's a senior. So the Quakers will have it now, second down and 8. Earlham back to their 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 receivers to the left, and then we'll go to the hash mark on the left side. Hunley once again. 4 rushing for the Grizzlies. Ball tipped in the air, and that was tipped on the near side. We just talked about Lucas Clark. Clark got a hand on that one, able to knock it down, and before it got to the intended receiver, Marcus Cooper. Falls incomplete. It'll be third down and 8 now for Earlham. Boy, the Quakers in the first half were doing the best job they could to try to limit the touches that Franklin would have and tried to use ball control, but boy, they just are able to score so fast, and you just can't make very many mistakes against Franklin. Lawrence Reed in the backfield for the Quakers as the little dump-off pass to the near side to Malik, and he'll get to the 30, and that's it. So the Quakers played a little conservative right there, and they will have to punt the football as they're now down to 4th down and about 5. Jordan Christian had a pretty good punting first half for the Quakers. Had the 72-yarder, averaged nearly 40 yards per kick. He'll be kicking into the wind. Benomini is deep now for the Grizzlies. This is going to give Franklin, again, very good field position. That was a line drive kick, and it'll land and take a Franklin bounce before Barnes will down it at the 42-yard line. Today's game being brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer, and when listening with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group, give him a call at 969-3400. Looks like we will have a new quarterback in. This is going to be Braden Smith now for the Grizzlies. On the carry and a short carry. That was a Rylan Arahud. Arahud will get it to about the 48-yard line. Braden Smith, 6'6", out of Mattoon, Illinois. He will take over for Chase Burton here this afternoon, and probably looks like he's the successor coming up next year as Kobe Walker in there to help make the stop. Also, Joel Dominguez, the sophomore. Dominguez out of Miami, Florida, 5'11", 250. Third down. Boy, you hate to, Chase Burton is only 6'2". You look at Braden Smith at 6'6". He has a chance to really be special, I would imagine, the way he can look downfield and his size as a throwing quarterback. And he'll throw over the middle. Ball's going to be caught first down at the 40. That is Ben Fleet, 6'1", 180 out of Indianapolis. And a first down, they'll go ahead and mark it at the 39-yard line. So again, Franklin, that no-huddle offense, and they will get a lot of plays in throughout the afternoon. Ball caught out in the flat, 35, and brought down near the 34, maybe 33-yard line. And we're going to see all kinds of different guys coming in here as Tajon McKinney-Cole is out of Fort Lauderdale. He's the one that just made the catch, number 17. So we'll have to keep referring to our roster as Franklin has now gone to their bench, other than I think their offensive line stays in. The keeper now by the quarterback, 30, 25-20, stiff arms the defender and tried to tightrope that sideline. So Braden Smith able to run the football and get a first down. Quakers will make a change on defense as Rance Albert coming in. He'll be back in the middle. Grizzlies again with the wind at their back right here. That wind continues to pick up out of the west. Lone setback in the backfield again here is Smith. They'll hand off up the middle and inside the 10. Very close to the 7, maybe 8-yard line. They'll see his knee went down at the 8-yard line. Arrowhead there again. Boy, look up and down that Franklin roster. They really do a very good job recruiting the state of Indiana. They're players from all over, north to south, east to west. Franklin again will run the football. Arrowhead again inside the 5, brought down by Albert. By the way, the Grizzlies can get another first down if they can get the football to the 2 or inside the 2-yard line. So we'll call it third down and 1, 8:22 to go here in the third quarter. Grizzlies again knocking on the door here in the third as they will run it again. Arrowhead will put his head down, and he's awful close. And the official on the near side says he's probably right at the goal line, but short by just inches. Elliott will just give they're going to say did he fumble the football? The officials are getting together. Earlham crowd wants a fumble. And they say he did fumble it. So the Quakers will have the football. Turnover by the Grizzlies inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. We'll see if they'll place it there at the 1. Or did he fumble it in the end zone? That might have been the case. Arrowhead fumbled in the end zone, so the football will be brought out to the 20-yard line. So the Quakers will have to face the daunting task of getting it out of there at the 1, so a break there for the Quakers, so a fumble and a turnover by the Grizzlies. And 8 minutes remaining here in the third. Barnes to the right. Also split wide to the right will be Marcus Cooper. Bilal to the near side. Clark the lone setback. And again, Hundley. Hands off to Clark. Clark to the 25, 30, breaks loose, 35, 40, at the 50, and then brought down in Franklin territory. And finally, something for this Earlham crowd to cheer about. I believe Clark's dad is right in front of me. So the football at the 48-yard line of Franklin, first down Quakers. Hundley again out of the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff, play action pass. Hundley has time, near side, Bilal. Tight ropes, near side, 38. First down, I believe, or very close to another first down, and they will move the chains. So Earlham able to move the football here in the third quarter. 7:20 to go. And again, the Quakers will empty out their backfield, and they'll go 5 wide with trips to the right. Hash mark to the left. That's Cooper in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Hundley now trying to get out of there. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. I'll tell you what, he's a hard one to bring down. He got hit from behind. Looked like he was definitely going to go down, and he stays on his feet. And may get right back to the line of scrimmage. And we will put the football at the 38-yard line. 6:45 to go here in the third. Clark is back in. Quakers will go 4 wide. Split even to each side. Hundley again in the hash mark left. Works out of the shotgun. Hundley fakes the handoff, throws, and dropping it will be Cooper on the near side. He may have heard footsteps coming. There on coverage is John McKinney out of Brownstown, Indiana, just a sophomore. So we have now seen the Grizzlies pretty much empty their bench off except for a couple of players here or there. Chance for many of their backup players to get some valuable playing time here this afternoon. Stops the clock at 6:27. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the near side. Clark in the backfield. Low snap picked up by Hundley. Hundley now steps up, rolls to his right, throws, and a low throw. It's incomplete, intended for Jamal Barnes. It would have been very close to a first down, but an incomplete pass. And the Quakers now faced with a 4th down and 10. And they will go ahead and go for it right here. Boy, you have the wind coming at your face. Really wouldn't do a whole lot of good to, well, they don't have the type of kicking game to kick a field goal at this stage. Of course, it'd be too long anyway, and really punting the football would be just as good as going for it. Here's Hundley to throw. Hundley, here comes the pressure. Gets the block. Looks to the outside. Throws, and it's low again. Intended for Clark. And it falls incomplete. And the Quakers will give up the football on downs. So again, Earlham unable to do anything with it on offense. And we'll see the Grizzlies come back out. Boy, decent drive, but again it stalls after the turnover. Will be placed at the Franklin 38-yard line. Braden Smith back out once again. We'll probably see Braden get a lot of reps here in the second half. Grizzlies will come with 4 wide, 1 in the backfield. As I mentioned a little bit ago, all kinds of new faces in. Here comes the pressure. And he gets away from it. Smith, big at 6'6", throws downfield. It's incomplete. Pass intended for McKinney Cole. Quakers trying to wrap up. Braden Smith could not do so. And again, at 6'6", 200 pounds, he's a big quarterback. 6:05 remaining now here in the third quarter. Smith again with his time with the 4 wideouts, split even to each side. He'll throw over the middle, went short. 45-50, 45-40 and driven out of bounds on the far side of the field. And again, McKinney Cole, the freshman out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on the reception. And we have made it under the 6-minute mark as the football placed at the 37-yard line. 4 receivers again for the Grizzlies. Smith out of the shotgun. Quick step, throws, near side, ball caught. That was a reception to about the 32-yard line. That'll be Ben Fleet once again, a junior out of Indianapolis. Fleet played his high school football at Perry Meridian High School. Boy, they've got a lot of talented receivers to choose from. Even their backup players, very good position, or I should say possession receivers. Ball thrown to the outside. Ball caught. 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet down to around the 15-yard line. This time it's Zach Frizzell. He is a senior out of Louisville, Kentucky. And another drive put together here by the backup quarterback, Braden Smith. They got it again into the end zone, but then fumbled the football on their last drive, which would have given the Grizzlies another 6 on the board. Now they're on the drive again. They'll fake the handoff, the keeper by the quarterback, Smith, and he'll be brought down about the 11-yard line. R.J. Scott credit for the tackle for the Quakers. It will be second down. Let's call it second down and 7. And once again, Smith out of the shotgun. Takes the low snap, throws, ball caught at the 5 and then dumped immediately. That'll be, I think, that's Joey Sidorowitz, the receiver out of Greenwood, Indiana, making the reception. We're going to have to really keep track of everything that's going on here. But Xavier Flores, by the way, got the stop because we have all kinds of new players in the lineup now for the Grizzlies and probably more coming. They'll carry the football right up the gut. And that's Arrowhead again on the carry. And they're going to say down, and this was the same place he was last time. They said that he fumbled the football into the end zone, and this time, though, he holds on, and we're right at the nose of the football, right at the goal line. So first and goal now for the Grizzlies as they will line up again with a low snap. Arrowhead on the carry, and this time I believe he's going to get in. Let's wait and see for an official signal. There it is. Arrowhead with the touchdown. And the Grizzlies put 6 more on the board and now lead this one 55-13. 3:06 remaining here in the third quarter. So now Colligan will come in to attempt the extra point. Yeah, this is a line drive kick. It is good. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Franklin on top of this one, 56-13. This is Earlham football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
I want to remind you today's game being brought to you by Chef KC at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. I grill while you chill. Catering for all events or occasions. They have a personal chef and traveling barbecue service. Carry out and delivery available. It's Chef KC at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. Cooper is deep. Bilal is deep as the ball comes off the tee once again. It's been that kind of a windy afternoon here in Richmond, and though the Quakers have played well at times, just can't find a way to stop this Franklin offense. Grizzlies trying to stay undefeated in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Cooper will watch this one sail into the end zone. Quakers will have it 1st and 10 at the 25. This is the first home game for the Quakers. We mentioned in the pregame they head to Mount St. Joe next week. That's a 1:30 start time, and then back here for 2 straight. Hanover, October 21st at 2:30. Manchester, October 28th at 2:30. So the Quakers get a chance to be at home. This is the first time I can remember where the Quakers have played 6 road games and only 4 games at home. Generally, it's balanced out, but next year, hopefully everything will stay intact and they'll get 6 games at home and 4 on the road. Somewhere it's got to even out. First down at the 25. Hundley again out of the shotgun formation. Has plenty of time. Throws a wobbly pass and almost intercepted at the 50. In and out of the hands of the awaiting Chris Knight, sophomore out of Seymour. That was probably too easy. Knight probably couldn't believe that it was coming right to him. That was not a good throw there by Wes Hundley. 2nd down and 10 for the Quakers. 4 wide, and they'll give it to Reed, and Reed again unable to get a whole lot of yardage over the right side. He may get a yard or so, and that was about it. Boy, Malik has just not been a type of running back that's going to get you big yards. He is not averaging very many yards per carry in his career. As the Quakers now have a 3rd down and long. 2 receivers to the left, Bilal and Cooper. They will fake the handoff. The keeper by Hundley around the right side, heading toward the chains. And he could be close to a 1st down. Chased out of bounds as the Grizzlies pursued. And they will say it is a 1st down, I do believe. Have they moved the chains yet? Apparently not. 4th down now for the Quakers. It was awful close. They'll say 4th down and maybe a yard. So Hundley trying to get to that yard marker on the far side, comes up short. Clark back in as the lone setback. See if the Quakers can get a 4th down conversion right here. Handoff, Clark, and the second effort, and I don't know if he got it. I think he may have, thanks to the second effort that got him the forward progress. So good job by Clark.
First down, baby!
Clark gets the 1st down, and Ian Jenks, a 5'9", 200-pound backup linebacker out of Bristol, Indiana, makes the stop. But the Quakers, again, will get a 1st down. I think the Grizzlies have replaced just about everybody on both sides of the football now, as they have gone very, very young here in the 2nd half. Handoff, Clark. Clark, nice cut back up against that pursuing defense to the outside. Will get it to the 40. We are under a minute remaining now here in the 3rd. Quakers this year, well, they've given up 56. That is the 2nd most points they've given up this year. Clark will stay in as the Quakers have it 2nd down and 5 as Hundley fakes the handoff. Hundley will keep it himself, gets a block, throws, low throw intended for Cothran, and that falls incomplete. Hundley has a difficult time at times throwing on the run. Now, he's not a big guy, Hundley at only, they list him at 5'10", 180 pounds. They thought that they had a quarterback last year to take his spot. That never did quite pan out. And that quarterback that was here is gone now, so Hundley takes over the duties on an everyday basis. Hundley, time, here's the pressure, gets away to the outside, and Hundley will get the first down again using his legs to get that first down. Brady Hale to make the stop, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. So at the end of 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 56-13. This is Earlham Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Hey, a reminder, today's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Wednesday it's the turkey breast, Thursday the Italian BMT, and Friday the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. We are ready now for the fourth quarter. It'll be first down again for the Quakers at the 48-yard line. Here is Cooper, the end around. Cooper at the 45, dropped around the 44. Cooper will get about 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2. Again, we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Hundley in an empty backfield, 5 wide, trips to the right. Hundley, a hard snap count, will keep it himself, takes it up the middle, takes a hard hit. He'll get a first down. Wolfe laying there out of Crown Point, Indiana, to make the stop. Don't even ask me to figure out everybody unless they make a play. We'll let you know, because there's just about everybody new on this Franklin defense. I think they've gone now to their 3rd unit. Take the handoff, throw to the outside, and boy, I tell you what, Cooper makes the catch. Bilal tried to make the block. And the defensive back, John McKinney, not only grabbed Cooper, but Bilal at the same time and made the tackle. That's a great open field tackle by John McKinney. Second down, let's call it 12. Now the Quakers go trips to the near side. Clark will stand as the lone setback. That is Bilal on the short side. And here's the throw in the flat. Ball will be caught by Cawthorn. Cawthorn inside the 35. Short of the first down. We'll put him at the 33-yard line.
Hey, how you doing? Top scorer. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right. Yeah, I heard he's been playing well. He has been.
Third down. And let's call it about 6, maybe a long 5. And again, Hundley with trips to the left side, but he's going to come to the near side. There's Cooper, 30, and driven out of bounds. It is going to be close to a first down at the 28-yard line. But they're going to say it is. They've already indicated a first down on the far side. The chains are not moving yet. The official, the referee, was indicating it was a first down, and now they're finally getting the chain and the marker to move. A lot of time coming off the clock. It's a good thing the game's not real close right now, because if it were, the Quakers would be losing a lot of valuable time right here.
First and second down, they're like stomping, they're going to gain 80 yards. Like the third down, they'll gain 10 yards.
Of course, the official trying to tell us how much time they want put back on the clock, but I don't think his on-field microphone is working.
Randomly not get anything.
They're going to put 12 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. They had it down to 12:01. So first down for the Quakers. 5 wide, trips to the left. Off the hash mark to the right. Hundley puts a man in motion. That's Cooper, the keeper by Hundley. Hundley, 25, runs over a defender and gets down to about the 21-yard line. Tanner Comita was there out of Paoli, Indiana. He's a senior. Quite a few players, including 2 receivers we mentioned, Robluskis, are out of Paoli. Hundley a little slow getting up that time. I would imagine he takes a beating. Saw him take a beating a lot last year, but as much as he is active in every play offensively, he probably really sleeps well at the end of this one. Here's Cooper, 20, and out of bounds on the near side at about the 17-yard line.
Cooper picks up the Quaker first down.
Earlham able to get another first down.
17-yard line, first and 10 Quakers.
Cooper now will shift to the left in the ball game. Dalton Engel out of Newcastle, 5'10", 175 pounds. Now one of the 4 wideouts. Clark back in as the lone setback. Clark's going to get the call, and he's going to get brought down quickly. Wes Satterfield, the freshman out of Kokomo, there to make the stop. Football be placed at the 16-yard line. 10:47 to go. We'll call it second down and 9 now for the Quakers. They'll empty out the backfield once again, and we'll go trips to the left. Barnes and Cooper to the near side. Looking to throw is Hundley. Ball caught by Cooper. Cooper had to go down and get it, then steps out of bounds. Official says he'll go out at the 14-yard line. That is well shy of a first down. Quakers, most points they have scored on the year. They end up losing a high-scoring affair at Hiram, 63-41. We're a long way from the 41 here this afternoon. Trips to the left. Single receiver to the near side, that's Barnes. Hundley to throw, has time, rolling to his left. Here comes pursuit. Hundley at the 10 and then goes out of bounds. He got the first down. They will go ahead and run the clock. They've been doing that quite a bit, even though Hundley had gone out of bounds. The official will run the clock right here.
At the 7-yard line.
So it'll be first and goal now at the 7. Quakers go trips to the near side. Clark again the lone setback. Bilal will go to the left. That's the short side. Here is the throw to Clark. Clark will be pulled down at about the 5-yard line.
Go, Quake! Let's go!
Quakers will have it now. Second down and goal. Again, the nose of the football right at the 5-yard line. That is Cooper heading to the left. Bilal is on the left side. Barnes, the lone setback, or should say the lone receiver to the near side. Quakers will use a tight end to the right. Here is Hunley to throw, looking left, rolling right, still on his feet as he looks toward the end zone, fires in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Cothran, but I think he went out of bounds and came back in. So it would not have counted anyway. The official down at the end of the end zone took off his hat and threw it down in the end zone, so that means the receiver went out of bounds and came back in. So now the Quakers faced with a 3rd and goal, football at the 5-yard line. Clark back in as the lone running back behind Wes Hunley will work with 3 receivers to the left. Here's the throw. Bilal bobbles it, stays on his feet, and gets into the end zone, 5 yards, and a score. Have an injured player. That may be Bilal. He was a little shaken up earlier, and looks like he is going to make his way to the sidelines under his own powers. We'll see Dalton Engel come back into the lineup, and that's good news for the Quakers to make sure that he is okay. So the Quakers get on the board here in the 4th quarter. Justin Carobo out of Cincinnati. He is a junior. Had one blocked earlier. Jordan Christian, the holder, and he gets another one blocked as he kicks that one a line drive into the line, and the Quakers fail to get the conversion. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 56-19.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
.8:31 remaining here this afternoon as the Quakers get their touchdown as Bilal gets in from 5 yards out, and Franklin will get the football back here in the 4th quarter. Cole Burrell will tee things up again at the 35-yard line. Next week, back on the road. This is a little squib kick to the near side, fielded, and looks like the receiving player stepped out of bounds. That was Brian Wells. He is a backup defensive back out of Indianapolis. In on special teams, and it will be Franklin football at the 43 or 44, depending on the spot. Looks like they'll put it at the 43. See if we'll have a new quarterback in. May see. Let's see here. Nope, that's going to be number 10 again, Braden Smith. Looks like they brought Ben Fleet back in as one of the receivers. There's McKinney Cole once again staying in the lineup. First down and 10 here for the Grizzlies. And they will run the football right up the gut on the carry. That is going to be Austin Grundon. Grundon again out of North Vermillion, Indiana. And again, the idea right here, just keep that clock rolling. By the way, on the day, individually, Chase Burton finished 21 of 28, 254 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Ball caught at the 50. Nice block. Still on his feet, getting extra yardage inside the 40 and all the way down to the 35. Great effort by McKinney Cole. Running back Jacob Earl had a big day, 13 carries, 126 yards, 4 touchdowns by Jacob Earl. Averaged 9.7 yards per carry. I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends up being nominated for the Offensive Player of the Week and wins the award. Grizzlies try to run it again. There's a hold as that will go against 75. So that was pretty obvious right there, and that'll bring it back on the penalty. As we mentioned, after today, the Quakers back on the road next week. They'll go to Mount St. Joe. That is a 1:30 start time. We're back here 2 weeks in a row, October 21st against Hanover, October 28th against Manchester. Quakers will make a road trip to Bluffton, their final road game at November 4th at 1:30, then play Rose-Hulman here on November the 11th. And we do have another new quarterback in. Here is Spencer Fox. He is a junior. He wears number 7. He is 6'3", 180 pounds. He is out of Cincinnati. So now the Grizzlies down to their 3rd string quarterback. Cole Dabb is in. He's out of Bloomington, one of the receivers to the near side. Ball caught at the 40. That's Elliott Palmer, a 5'8", 160-pound junior out of Edinburgh, Indiana. And the clock down to 6:44 here in the 4th. See if we can pick up. That's going to be Jake Torrey. He is out of LaOtta. Is that LaOtta, Indiana. Never even heard of LaOtta. 5'9", 185. Grizzlies 2 will let that play clock run down, and the game clock coming up on the 6-minute mark. 3rd down. And they'll look to throw toward the sideline, and it's going to be knocked down. O'Donnell there on coverage, able to knock that one away. It was intended for Jake Torrey. We just mentioned Torrey, 5'9", 185, and a sophomore. And it will be 4th down, and here comes Stephen Colligan. Colligan has been busy today doing the punting and kicking duties. Deep for the Quakers. That will be Marcus Cooper. No chance here for Colligan to work on his game, to drop it inside the 5-yard line, and boy, did he. Now it depends on where they say he was brought down, right at the 5, or they're going to move it up to the 6-yard line. Still a pretty good punt, as Colligan got help from Riker Stout on special teams. He is also out of Indianapolis, and Quakers have the football now, 1st and 10. Boy, this Franklin team next up, they will travel to Rose. Big matchup coming up after a bye week. They will play at home against Mount St. Joe, Anderson, and they'll finish out on the road at Hanover. Quakers will fall to 0-8 against Franklin since joining the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Here's the keeper by Hunley. Hunley chased down from behind. Robbie Witham out of Newcastle there for the Grizzlies. Again, don't forget, check out the Earlham website, goearlham.com. You can get all the latest Earlham sports information. You can also follow along the stats, live stats of this event, all other events. Again, on goearlham.com. Also, plus, they'll have the previews and game summaries. Hundley will fake the handoff, able to stiff arm the defender at the 20. And he will be brought down out of bounds on the near side. That was Wesley Satterfield again on the tackle for the Grizzlies. And we're coming up on the 5-minute mark.
Well, he left yesterday. They left yesterday morning.
Clark back in as the lone setback. Quakers will go 3 wide and a tight end to the right. Hundley in no hurry. He's feeling it here today as he will stay in at quarterback. Handoff Clark. Clark able to break a tackle at the 20 and then brought down at the 30. It's good enough for a Quaker first down. I mentioned the player may go out of bounds, but the clock will continue to run. And Earlham will have a first down at the 31-yard line. Clark right now should be taking over the running back duties for the Quakers. He's been productive here this afternoon. Hundley again to throw. Here's Clark out of the backfield. A little swing pass across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. Clark, 61 rushing yards on 9 carries, averaging about 6.8 yards per carry, and that certainly would warrant him to perhaps get a start next time out. Clark will stay in the backfield as Hundley gives it to Clark around the right end, 40, 45, out to around the 47. Clark has had a pretty good day today. And of course, we mentioned Wes Hundley, 116 yards through the air, 129 on the ground, his second straight 100-plus rushing afternoon. Quakers will play it off the hash mark to the near side. That means the tight end will stay in. Fake the handoff. Hundley starts right, goes left, and his helmet comes off as he will be shy of the first down, brought down at around the Franklin 47-yard line. So Hundley, you see West leaving right there, so that means we'll see Dan O'Donnell, the backup quarterback, as Hundley will come to the sidelines, and he may have broken the chin strap, so he is coming out. So we'll see O'Donnell for the first time. He will fake the handoff, keep it himself, and then throws it high in the air. And not sure exactly if he was just trying to get rid of the football right there, but it wasn't pretty. So O'Donnell is one play, and he's quickly out, and here comes Hundley again. 2:50 to go. And that long losing streak for this Earlham football team does continue, something that no one's really talking about right now. And concentrate on that too much, other than they just would love to get a win and get that monkey off their back. Here is Hundley again out of the shotgun. Quick throw to Cooper down to the 40. He will stay inbounds. Tyler Turner, freshman out of Rushville, there to make the stop. Well, the one thing about the Quakers, you think about anybody coming off their bench, they have, said about 3 or 4 guys not playing today. They just don't have anybody to put in. Their numbers again low this year as Clark with the call gets about 3. Ben Woodward out of Corydon, Indiana, just a sophomore, 5'10", 235. Well, you look up and down that roster for Franklin, and they've got probably 100-plus players. Quakers still stuck around the 40-45 mark, and you're just not going to be able to do much unless you get a lot more bodies, because football's a game of numbers. Hundley again will throw. Ball caught near side the tight end. Cochran on the catch inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Minute 39 to go. Clock continues to tick here in the fourth quarter. Quakers quickly line up, try to get another score here at the end of this one. Quakers go again with 4 wide. Clark the lone setback. Out of the shotgun again is Hundley. Hundley looking to his left, pumps, here comes the pressure, throws, and Bilal, can he make the catch? No. The official said he was out of bounds, and so Bilal can't haul it in for the score. Good effort by Bilal for the Quakers. 1:09 remaining here in the fourth. It's a pretty good throw that time by Wes Hundley. Quakers again with 4 wide, and that means 2 split to each side as they generally do. Here's Hundley on the keeper, down to the 15, possibly 14. Jamal Barnes trying to make that block here on the near side. Barnes a little slow getting up. Quakers down to their last couple of plays right here. This time they'll empty it out. 5 wide, trips to the left. Here's the keeper by Hundley. Hundley inside the 5, and he fumbled the football, but I think they'll say he was down at about the 4-yard line. 34.5, and Hundley is shaken up, and he will get a timeout. We will take a break as well as Hundley. See him a little shaken up right there. We'll take a break as well. This is Earlham football right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Well, we mentioned how gutsy that Wes Hundley is. He'd love to get in the end zone here before this one is over with. But, boy, you don't want him to get hurt long-term the rest of the way, so he will stay in. 32.7 remaining. And it'll be first and goal now from the 4-yard line. Hundley once again will have Clark right behind him in the backfield. And Hundley looking to his right, throws to the end zone, and there's a flag down. And the ball is dropped. By the way, the women's soccer team, they beat Mount St. Joe today 2-1. The final there, so women's soccer continues to play well. Of course, now the penalty flag depends on what the call is. I think that's going to go against Franklin. Tariq Davis, the freshman out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Penalty again will be on the Grizzlies, so 28.8 remaining. Well, you wonder why you work so hard here at the end to get some points on the board, and all comes just down to having some confidence for the next game, not so much this one. So now it'll be first and goal again. Hundley to throw, looking to his right, now flushed out, throws, and this time it falls incomplete, intended for Barnes. On coverage again was Tariq Davis. We have a lot of players out of the state of Florida. 24 seconds. It'll be second down and goal. So the Quakers line up once again, second down. This This time they throw toward the end zone, in and out of the hands of Barnes, and it falls incomplete. Pretty good throw by Hunley, but Barnes can't hold on.
Hate to see you go. Yeah, I like I said, I didn't want to go, but who's going to do the Washington D.C. stuff? The one that was
So now it'll be third down and goal. 20.2 remaining. Quakers still have two chances now to get into the end zone. Hunley once again in the shotgun, looking to his right. Again, flushed out of the pocket, throws toward the back of the end zone, and that'll go incomplete. Cyrus Clark out of the backfield. And now the Quakers down to their fourth down and goal at the 2-yard line. 14.4 remaining. They'll try it one more time. Quakers will go with 5 wide. Let's see if Hunley will take it himself. Generally, he can find some running room right here. Everybody's spread out. Hunley will fake it, keep it himself over the right side, and score. So Hunley gets on the board with 10.8 remaining, and that was a pretty easy call for the Quakers, as now we'll see Karobo come in to attempt the extra point. Most of the fans that were here earlier have taken off, but a few hung around to see if maybe the Quakers could get one more score on the board. Now Karobo, he has struggled getting the extra point, and this is a line drive kick that does go through this time. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the Quakers on top of there, I should say trail this one, 56-26. This is Earlham Football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Quakers trail at 56-26 as the Quakers will kick it off for the final time here today, and this will be a short kick once again, and hopefully very close to running this one out as the ball again line drive to the near side, and we have seen the tight end, if that is a Devin Parrish, get another return. 6.3 as we will see Franklin come out. This is going to do it right here once they snap the football, and we'll be out of here. We'll take a quick break and end this one here this afternoon. So the Quakers lose it here this afternoon on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Your final score, Franklin 56, Earlham 26. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Ford. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can lease a 2017 Fusion S for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or lease a 2018 Flex for only $339 a month for 36 months. Or save over $4,500 and get 1.9% APR for 60 months on our huge selection of F-150 XLTs. Drive in for great savings during the Savings Drive at Wetzel Ford Richmond.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
As we finish it out here this afternoon, don't forget you can check out the statistics on GoEarlham.com. A complete game wrap-up will be there as well a little bit later. Plus, make sure you check out GoEarlham.com for all the other athletic events and the finals that were going on earlier today, including volleyball, women's soccer, field hockey, and much, much more. And Mitch Blancaspor will have a complete wrap-up of today's game, again, on GoEarlham.com. Do want to mention for the Quakers here this afternoon, they, with the loss, will now go back out on the road again next week, as they will go to Mount St. Joe. That is a 1:30 start time, and then we'll be back here in 2 weeks, as they will be home for their next contest 2 straight. We'll have both those games also right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. But your final score here this afternoon, Franklin 56, Earlham 26. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Football right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.